Trip to 4. Wow, wow. That's insane. Hey guys, welcome back to KC Ball Reviews. It's Connor, and today we have the brand new 900 Global Eternity Pi. It has core numbers of a 249 RG with an 050 differential. It's got the same Epoch core that was in the original Eternity, but it has the Reserve Batch, Reserve Batch 901 blend solid cover stock. So this is a brand new ball, just came out last Friday, so let's do a take 10 with the Eternity Pi. So, approaches are a little slick today, but we're gonna try it. So this ball, from what I've seen so far, is gonna be a little bit of a step down from a Reality, but a little more overall shape than a Reality. Yeah, that's insanely good. So we're bowling today on, I believe, a beat up house shot. Corey's already done a review with the new track sensor solid and the Mindset. So these lanes are a little bit toasty, so a ball like this, I'm actually having to stand a little further left than I would like to. But overall, it'll show how much more down lane motion it makes over the Reality. So shot number 2. Stand in the same spot. So that ball just, it stands up, but it also corners. So I don't see this being in, like, if you have a 6-ball arsenal that you take to a tournament, I don't see this and the Reality coming, but if you have a 9-ball arsenal, or you can bring as many balls as you want, I can see this and the Reality playing a complement off of each other. This being a little more angular down lane, you'll be able to chase it a little further left just because of the core that's inside of it. And this one is sanded to 2000. I believe the other one is 1000 or 1500. So I'm actually gonna make a 2-in-1 off of that. I can't go too much further left, or else I'm gonna start seeing some of the cliff. But we're gonna try and go 2-in-1 left and see what happens. Oh, trip to 4. So even with a 2-in-1 left, that ball still started up and wanted to go through the pins. It actually went a little heavy, so I can make another move off of that. So far, this ball is showing me all of its strength, but still it's controllable. It's not getting to the spot and then firing to the left the way that, you know, an exotic gem might if you get around one. It's gonna be a lot more blended, so. Let's do shot number 4. We're gonna make I'm actually gonna make another 2-in-1. Or I'll just make a 1. Make a 1 off that. Just throw it in the same spot. Oh, little rotato. Little slow, little rotated. Not a great shot, but it almost still held pocket. That core actually helped keep it online a little better when it locked up. So that's the one thing that about ASIMs, especially on a house shot like this, it's gonna be a little harder to control these because of the way they're designed and how they wanna lock up. Typically you want something that's gonna be symmetric, a little more smooth and continuous to help blend out that cliff. But so far the Eternity's not disappointing. So we're gonna do shot number 5. I just gotta make sure I stay through this one. That was a lot of human error on that last ball. Wow. So I made that one board move and trusted it that time, and I 4-9. So that ball's, it's not for a lack of it driving, because it's got enough pop to get through the pins. It actually right now has too much, so I think I gotta make another one. Another 2-in-1 off of that. So, shot number 6, I think I'm actually gonna make a bigger move than a 2-in-1. So I'm actually gonna make a 3-in-2. See if I can get this ball to calm down. So typically with a 3 and 2 move off of what I just did, it might wrap 10, but then I can make a hand adjustment to counteract that. Or I'm gonna 4-pin again. The further I move left with this ball, it's actually not bailing, which is the surprising part. I do have a little bit of lane shine on it because I've thrown it maybe 3 games, but the fact that it's still continuing as hard as it is, it's a very scary thing because typically out of a big ASIM like this, especially with a solid, it doesn't want to continue that way. So we're actually gonna make another move. So we're gonna make another 2 and 1 off of that 3 and 2. So we're gonna see if I can get this ball to stay on line and corner. Wow. Wow, wow. That's insane. So basing this off of Corey's mindset, his mindset from there was really, really angular, similar to this. So I would almost compare these 2 balls, maybe with the mindset being a little earlier and a little stronger, but I'd say that those 2 balls between this and the Eternity Pie are very comparable. So shot number 8, we're gonna stay there again. I'm gonna try and stay a little more forward with this one. So I stayed a little more forward with it. You can see it actually dug in a little harder and a little earlier. So it definitely responds very well with hand position changes. So even on a house shot, it may not be the best place to do that type of a hand position, especially with how far left I'm chasing it, but goes to show that you can do those little tweaks and it will affect where the ball picks up on the lane. So I believe this is shot 9. So I got one more ball, and then there's no ball return over here, so we're just gonna go really far left and 3-step it. That's a really, really good ball. I stayed a little more forward with it, help it tumble, and it just set up into the oil and went through the pins like a truck. That's what I've been missing in a ball, especially with a reality from that line. A reality is either gonna puke 10 or bucket. So this gives me a little more of a different option that I can go further left with. So as we do here on KC Ball Reviews, the 10th shot, always in front of the figurative ball return. So we're gonna try and throw a good shot with the Eternity Pie for you. Nope. Just a little too slow. If I wanted to throw it that slow, I was gonna have to get a little steeper with my angles through the front part of the lane. But overall, what I've seen out of this ball, I'm very impressed with it. I saw a lot of responses going into this with everybody saying, "Oh, the Eternity Pie was the Eternity was a replacement for the altered reality, so this is just going to be like a reality." But with that Epoch core, it gives me something a little different than the reality, and I'm very happy with it. So you can get yours today here inside Jack 60 at Andy's Pro Shop, or you can get it on stormbowling.com. Thank you guys.